Hey, this is Notser, and this is Untitled for this week, and this week we're going to be talking about the Prinz Eugen, the NDA related to that. I'm not going to talk about the ship itself. We're also going to discuss the possibilities that the British Royal Navy cruisers could be coming in September or October. That's pretty exciting, and I'm just going to talk about Legion, what I'm doing this week. I'm a little tired, I'll be honest. It's been a busy week. But it's okay. Hey, we're doing great. And the background is the Tier 30 space battleship Yamato. This is from way back in the day, so if you can spot all the changes, be my guest. I really wish they would bring this back for something. It was so fun to play. So, let's get started. The Prinz Eugen is a Hipper-class German cruiser. It existed in history, obviously. It's kind of famous. The Hipper class in the current game right now is a Tier 8. And you could probably expect the Eugen to also be a Tier 8. Now, I can't describe it. All I can say is that when I'm on stream and people keep hey, how do you have that ship? I am a community contributor. It is my job to play unreleased content, create videos for it, and then eventually the NDA will be lifted and I can share that with you. Unfortunately, the NDA is not lifted, so I cannot share my thoughts with you on that particular ship. But I want to so bad. Keep that in mind. Now, this isn't unreleased content. Every 2 to 3 weeks, they try and make sure there's a brand new... Holy crap, that smoke, it's so thick. Every 2 to 3 weeks, they try and release content that is brand new to the shop. They just released the French battleship. Prior to that, it was the German Tier 7 battleship. So, it would be pretty safe to say that at some point in the near future, we're going to be seeing a brand new premium that has never been released before in the storefront. So, you should be excited if you have any interest in it. I will warn you, though, it's important that you understand what premiums are supposed to be. They are supposed to be some unique experience that you wouldn't get with other ships. At least that's how I interpret it. And hopefully, this remains true. And I can't say anything about how good it is. I can't say anything about how bad it is. I just want you to know I'm fully aware that you would like to see it. I just can't share it with you. I apologize for that. So let's move on to the next thing that was interesting. We have not a leak, but a rumor that the British Royal Navy cruiser line might be coming in late September, early October. That would place it 1 patch away, or 2 patches, or 3 patches. That seems a little soon to me, considering I haven't even seen it. I haven't even sniffed it. I can't get any access to the screenshots that everyone has, and a bunch of other things, so I am hesitant to believe this rumor. But it would be awesome, wouldn't it? It would be fantastic if we had access to the Royal Navy cruisers pretty quickly. I would prefer, especially me, I would prefer if they would not release at the end of December or something crazy like that. I would prefer that it's out, it's established, people can play it, they can go away on the holiday or whatever they're doing, relax, you know. That's more important to me. I would really prefer to not have to play all these ships while also doing all my holiday stuff. I hope they get it out of the way before the holiday reaches, because usually they're going to be doing holiday events or holiday specials, and you don't need a reason to get people to play a game if the holiday's here. They'll play it if they have any interest in it, if it's fun. So I really hope they hit that mark. November's okay, maybe really early in December, but I just would prefer it to be as far away from any major holiday for me. I know that's selfish, but that's just the way I see it. Some people have commented, Oh, Notser, what do you really think about them? I mean, I love light cruisers. I love destroyers. Do I think a 152mm light cruiser line is going to counter destroyers? Absolutely. Good luck with that one. Good luck with that. That's all I gotta say. Good luck with that. You do not want to be in a situation where you are found out if you see a high rate of fire light cruiser come up to you and try and engage you. I mean, it's just end of day sort of stuff for the destroyers. As it should be. As it should be. They're giving up a lot of AP penetration force to take you guys out. They're not really going to be as effective against a battleship or a cruiser. So just consider that. Just consider that. I will share as much information as I'm allowed to whenever the time is right. And the time is not right on the British Royal Navy cruiser line. And I want it to be right. I really want it to be right. What else? We had the stream, of course. I've been doing the stream. I had to push it back to Sunday. The viewership was just the same almost. I didn't feel like it was hurt anything. I am getting compliments on the thumbnail stuff, and I really appreciate that. I think they do look good. I think they do stand out. Especially when you consider it to other content in the same vein. If you go to a aggregate like shipcomrade.com, it basically shows you all the streamers and all the YouTube related content for well-known, I'm not going to say every single World of Warship posted there, but well-known community contributors. It stands out like a sore thumb. It is night and day compared to what they're doing. And that's what I want. I want it to stand out. I hope it's easy to understand what the content is about. I do miss the logo, but I understand that all the videos now have what game is being played right underneath. And when I started this, that didn't exist. And correct me if I'm wrong, it references like a database or something. It'll take you right to that game or whatever, so you can play it if you want. It's a really simple and straightforward way to get people to be comfortable looking at content and going, you know what, I don't even recognize this. What is this from? Don't have to rely on the community contributor to provide the name of it, you know. At least I put the name in the title, World of Warships. So that's pretty cool. The stream is going great. Everyone's so kind. If you came by in the first day or two and you said, oh, this isn't really like Notser, he's not telling me what the build is, blah, blah, blah. I do all that right now. I've gotten into a habit where I wait in a queue, I describe the ship I just selected as we're waiting in the queue. When we're in the match, I'm talking about my intentions, what I'm looking to do, the weaknesses of the ship. I will also be taking questions from the chat. And boy, World War II. I didn't realize it was so up for debate. I figured it took everyone to win or lose World War II. It's almost as bad as if I brought up political debating. It's like, wow, the interpretation is very interesting, and that is exactly what it is. Just keep that in mind, everyone. I love the, oh, you're an idiot. Oh, you know nothing. Why don't you just shut up? I love it. I love it. I love the idea that you would encourage someone to be quiet if they disagree with you. I think that's obviously offensive to me as an American, but you can think all you want. Boy, that guy thought he was going to survive that one. Now remember, in this game, I am awful. This is April of 2015, or even earlier. I haven't learned anything about the game. I was just playing this in closed beta, and it's really sad that it's only been available in closed beta. It's really fun. I think it looks cool, of course. But I'm a sci-fi guy. Star Trek, Star Wars, all that stuff. I love it. I love it. What else? Well, people, hey, when are you going to get partnership? When are you going to get partnership? When are you going to get partnership? I probably need about one more week of consistent streaming, and then I'll reapply. It sounded like they were really excited. They said, "Hey, wow, I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm doing really well. I think the stream is going great. I would like to get the quality up, and probably the first purchase I will do, if people are interested in subscribing and getting the icons and stuff and really getting into chat, the first purchase I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be probably getting a streaming PC. It will double, of course, as my rendering PC, and it will offload some of the time that I spend wasting time. I really do sit in front of a PC far longer than I ever want to, and well, I enjoy this a lot. It's not, boy, Notser, you get to play games and create videos on the internet and commentate and talk to people who have the same interest. Yeah, it must be so terrible, but it would be really nice if I didn't have a PC and locked into rendering every single night for 2 to 3 plus hours. You really do feel that, right? You really do feel that. So that is first priority. A streaming PC that is basically a brute forcing rendering PC too. I can do that while I'm actively capturing content. It's going to be great. I do like the thumbnails. I think it's very professional. I think it is very slick. I think a production company wishes they thought of something like that, because it communicates so much. It communicates the faction. It's the name of the ship itself, the title, and I'm trying to make my titles a little bit more descriptive. Tell you when I get a Kraken, how I'm getting a Kraken, what type of ammo I'm trying to use, if it's unique, like 420mm guns, 406 for the Germans, that sort of thing. So right away, you can tell, okay, do I want to watch this? Do I not want to watch this? I'm actually surprised by how many people ignore Untitled. Untitled is basically 98% World of Warships. The only 2% is me talking about, and this is very relevant, World of Warcraft Legion is launching later today. As you're watching this, the day it's posted. I love World of Warcraft. It's obviously going to be something I am playing. Some people have asked, would you ever stream yourself playing World of Warcraft? Well, I might, but I would never take over one of the 3 stream days. I would never deny anyone who wants to watch my World of Warship content the exact thing they're looking for, World of Warship content. Now, could I do a bonus? I don't know. World of Warships is great. I love World of Warships. I do actually enjoy the aspect of creating the content more than actually playing the game at this point. And that's not saying the game's boring. It's just, I really like creating content. I mean, I went to college for this. This is basically what my degree was. So I hope I like it, right? I hope he does. But yeah, World of Warcraft is my release. I get to just talk about whatever. I get to curse. I try to be as clean as possible. I really do think too many people on the internet treat it as their own little world. And that's completely fine. It is their own little world. But if you're trying to bring in support, advertisement, all this stuff, you really need to make sure that they can sell it to all ages. And I do value the parents and the kids that come in, and even the people who are at work. They can't watch other streams because they're too salty. A normal person in normal day is not going to listen to the F word every single second in a 5-minute speech. It's just not normal. I don't care how much you tend to curse. A business is a business. It's professional. So I do try and keep it as professional in that regard. I will let one slip or two, in the stream. If I get ambushed by a destroyer and I'm on estuary in a warspite, it's not something I want to experience, but I'm certainly going to experience it. Boy, that guy got taken out quick. Whew. Those torpedoes. Now, what were they? They were warp torpedoes. Maybe they just called them torpedoes in Star Trek. Either way, those torpedoes really devastated. And I think this is a nod to the Firefly Serenity. You know how in Firefly it sort of looks like the ship is like broken apart a little bit? There's sort of like a channel to the engine, I think, a little bit. I don't know. I'm just rambling. So, World of Warcraft, Legion launch later today. I will be playing that. We'll, of course, be streaming on Wednesday. And then Friday. And I really liked Sunday. Because streaming Friday and Saturday back-to-back is really hard on my throat. It really is a challenge. I don't know how people do this. I don't know how there are so many people who stream 7 days a week, 365 days, and they do 8 hours a day. I have no idea how they can do that. It just seems so insane for me right now. I could, develop some protection or just get used to it. Suck it up, cupcake, But right now, it's really difficult to stream that long. And some of the funny content that is going to be coming up, I do intend to share a rather unique moment in the Des Moines. I asked the stream if I should do the entire game or that moment. Most tended to like the moment, which I can completely agree. The moment is 1 in a million. It's going to be my intro video. It is that funny. And hopefully you enjoy it. So that'll probably be a companion piece Tuesday. It's not going to be the full video, obviously. It's like a 30-second, 1-minute encounter. But it'll be a companion piece that'll come out sometime this week. I know, Anchor's away. I figured the Shimakaze was payback, right? It was 2 games. They were good games. The user replays, we'll get back to it. The German stuff just really got me, out of whack. Trying to catch up. Because, honestly, the NDA for that was a real crapshoot. It dropped the same day it was released, and it was just a race to get that content out. And I know, oh, you don't need to race, You're right. But over 50% of you messaged me, hey, where is blank? I need blank. I understand you do. I want you to have access to it. So that's the story there. So, recap, Eugen, still under NDA, cannot play it yet. I will share content as soon as possible. The Royal Navy cruisers possibly coming out September, October. Exciting. I'm fine if they slip a little bit, but please don't hit middle of December. I really don't want that. We also were talking about the stream. It's really successful. The plan is pretty simple. We get partnership. If you're interested in the stream, if you're interested in my content, I think subscribing is a fantastic way to also gain some interaction in the stream itself. Whatever you feel like, that will assist me in the ultimate goal, which is getting a nice, big, powerful rendering PC to be able to do this in the background while I work. So, double the productivity, because for those who don't know, when you render, you're basically using all the CPU cycles of the PC. And it needs the CPU to generate an image. Obviously, I record at 60 FPS, and I do a 1080p. That's a pretty large image times 60 every second, right? That's a lot of rendering. And that's the goal. We want it to look good. We want to look clean. Audio good. I've been adjusting it a little bit. I've been improving my audio, trying to keep my mouth really big. I know people are like, oh, big mouth. You have a big mouth. But I notice a lot of little issues that I want to fix. It's really important to me that we fix it, because we got to just escalate this further, right? I think it's very... for whatever reason, people shy away from teaching on the internet. I just don't understand it. I think you can be very funny and still teach. And you know who's doing a lot of teaching? This destroyer is doing a great job against the enemy battleship. He is doing tons of damage, and I think he's actually going to kill him. He's going to kill him to the torpedo. I think he actually is going to burn down. Is he going to... It's close. And he kills him off with his gun. Only one enemy left. It's 1v1. There's only 30 seconds left. Probably not enough time for him to bring it back, but you know what? Just look at it. We're in space, okay? That's what I shared this for. So I hope everyone is enjoying the content. I hope everyone likes Untitled. I didn't really get to any questions, but you know what? I answered so many questions on my stream. I kind of blur what questions have been answered and what haven't. So we'll get back on track. I really appreciate all the support. It means a lot to me that you enjoy the content. We will continue forward, showing off some obscure builds, I think. Like a gun system Shimakaze. That sounds like a very obscure build. A bunch of other things, right? I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.